Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually quite a simple fix. There are consequences to exercising your freedom of speech. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and you're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure you're following me on all the platforms you see above and below. Hitting this like button right here, the thumbs up button, is how my content can consistently be recommended to you. And if and when you do subscribe to the channel, make sure that you hit the bell notification. That way, you will be notified when I do post a video. All right, so hello to all of you, and I hope you all are having a good day. I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. I thank you guys all for reaching out with the Thanksgiving cards, the DMs, the emails, the text messages. I really do appreciate all the love you guys all showed. I really do. I hope you guys all had a good one. And our next one is going to be coming up in Christmas. So those of you that are doing the donation, again, you guys, let me know. If you're trying to donate to help out the kids that I help, make sure you email me and check the link in the description down below. You can see my PayPal on there. You can see a Cash App on there if you want to donate to these children, okay? I might say this in every video. I don't have no long, prolonged thing with sad music and all that playing to get people to do it. If you do, great. If you don't, great. Definitely pray for them, though, okay? Anyway, have to talk about this subject right here, ladies and gentlemen, because, oh, my God. Folks, the media who push out certain lies and certain rhetoric and certain narratives are solely responsible, in my opinion, to what we see going on right now. We've seen what happened with President Trump almost 3 times, right? Trump getting shot. Somebody setting up shop outside of a golf course trying to get ready to take President Trump out. And this is all because of mainstream media who pushes a certain rhetoric with certain lies. Before I even go on that rant, check this out.
Now let's turn to bring in Republican Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter, a member of the House Budget Committee. Happy Thanksgiving, sir. Thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your time on this very special day, often spent with families. So we appreciate you giving us your insights. I want to start with really these threats to the families of the Trump administration cabinet members. It's not just to them, it's to their households. Many of these cabinet members are fairly young and have young families. Your thoughts on this right before the holidays and at all ever in American society?
Well, first of all, Molly, happy Thanksgiving to everyone, especially in the 1st Congressional District of Georgia. But these threats, this is something that we should not be experiencing here in America, and it's unacceptable. And certainly, as we're all surrounded by family on this very special day, we understand just how serious this should be taken, and it has no room whatsoever in our society. And it's just a shame that this is happening. And I feel for all of those. Many of these people, many of these appointees, I know personally, and I know their families personally, and I can tell you it's harrowing, and it just is very unfortunate.
Yeah, you know, sadly, in recent years, especially swatting in particular, has really gone to a next level. I mean, at local mayors, prosecutors, judges, like just a really terrifying experience for a lot of people that are in public life. Andrew McCabe, the former FBI deputy director, had this to say about the prevalence of this.
This has become a very, very common aspect of life for really anyone who is in a high profile or even remotely controversial position. It's been going on for years.
Congressman, at the same time going on for years, but this is targeting a swath of people that are going for very specific positions in a new administration. What's your take on that?
Oh, and that's certainly something that we should be concerned about. But I will tell you, this is going to keep good people from going into public service. We need good people serving our country. And this is going to deter them from wanting to go in. Who wants to put their family in this kind of situation? I know most of these people, as I said before, and I can tell you, they take their family very, very seriously. And for this to happen to them, it's very unfortunate. And it just has no place. And I don't care how you feel about a certain subject. This is not the way to express your opinion. This is not the way to get your point across.
Yeah. Representative Buddy Carter, happy Thanksgiving to you, to your family, to everyone in your district. Thank you very much for giving us your time today.
So what was I talking about? Y'all saw that, you heard all that, right? All these different people at the cabinet are getting these threats. It's because of individuals who are easily manipulated by what the media pushes out, saying that anybody that's a Trump follower or a Trump supporter, they're all Nazis. MAGA is the reason why we have this. MAGA is a threat to the democracy. Trump and his MAGA crowd, Trump and his MAGA supporters, Trump and his cabinet, Trump and his people, they're all a threat to America's way of life. They're a threat to democracy. Oh, they're a threat. They're fascists. They're all Nazis. If you keep on saying that, and you might have some people out there, and you have individuals out there who don't have the intellectual mental capacity to decipher between reality and fake stuff, and they're solely driven by their emotions because of what TV is pushing out at them. They think they're going to do the country a favor. I'm going to go down in the history books as being a martyr who saved America by eliminating Trump and eliminating his followers and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. While mainstream media, them just sit back and just, And when I say mainstream media, ladies and gentlemen, rest assured, I'm not just talking about the journalists, the so-called journalists or the news anchors who push this crap out. It's the ones who is writing the script for them to read. See, a lot of times when you watch a movie, you know, the actors get credit, right? Right? The actors get credit for doing a good job in acting things out. But what you need to understand is, who is it coming from? For example, I'm a horror movie fanatic. And although I may not like certain individuals in their politics, it don't mean that I don't appreciate their art or their work. Stephen King, for example. I watched a lot of Stephen King movies, like a lot of Stephen King movies. But we know that it's Stephen King. When you watch a Stephen King movie, the people who are acting out what he wrote are actors. But you say, man, who did this come from? Oh, it came from the mind of Stephen King. That's why they make sure they say things like that in certain movies. From the director, from the producers, from the creators of, because they want you to know what you're going to be getting yourself into or what it is that you're about to see. So what I'm saying that for is this. Wouldn't it be awesome if we said that? Oh, I'm a news anchor, and what I'm getting ready to say to you guys is from the minds of the elite, the Gates, the Soros, the Rothschild. What if they said something like that before they actually start speaking out? Then we'll be like, oh, so we won't necessarily look at the retarded looking folks like Joy Reid and all the ones, those wicked witches on The View. At the same time, when it comes to The View, I don't know, because there's a lot of that's their own opinions. But the ones in these mainstream medias who are pushing things out, he's a threat to our democracy. He's a threat to our democracy. He's a threat to our democracy. Trump and MAGA are a threat to our democracy. They must not win, because if they do, you won't be able to vote again. Trump is going to get rid of the Constitution. They're going to go, and they're all in agreement. All that stuff like that will cause people who don't have the mental acuity to look through all that and say bull crap. They'll just instantly get moved by their emotions and want to go out there and let's go get them. And this is the reason why we have what we have today with these people like this on Trump's cabinet who are receiving these death threats and bomb threats. And it's the media's fault. Now, what I mentioned earlier, when you guys first started watching, when I said, I'm all for freedom of speech, but I'm also for consequences of that freedom of speech. You should be able to say what you want to. That's what America's about. But at the same time, rest assured, you should also reap the consequences of what you say. You just can't go out and say things. If y'all don't believe me, like I know we got the Constitution, but you know the Bible says that too, right? The Bible is all about freedom of speech, but it also says bear no false witness against your neighbor. It says things like, it has all kind of things in there like that. Because when you say stuff about a neighbor, you're bearing false witness, it makes you a liar. And when you lie, you can cause things to happen and cause people to get harmed and hurt. And you should be responsible for that. If I manipulate somebody with my words to go out and carry out an act, I'm responsible for that. But when it comes to news and all that stuff like that, what they call the news, why aren't they responsible? They are responsible for the reason why somebody tried to take Trump's head off. They are responsible for why somebody tried to take Trump's life again, because of the rhetoric that they spew. Y'all agree or disagree? Whatever the case may be, you guys let me know by leaving it in the comments section, okay? Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have a cell phone, let somebody in your cell phone know about this channel. Encourage them to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do what you see in that cloud right there, if you would, please. If you would like to see the next video that I will be doing in chronological order, it's going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety on this channel will be right here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.